Let me use this opportunity to conclude the introduction of members of the delegation from Southeast. This very room. The NWC wholly adopted the resolutions of the governors that was sent to NWC for consideration. NWC unanimously considered it and approved it, and thereby directed the Southeast to hold a meeting and send a nomination to the office of the National Secretary of our party. In compliance with NWC directive, the Southeast went and had both caucus and the Zonal Executive Committee meeting, where resolutions were reached and nomination was made. The Zonal Executive Committee meeting was well attended by both the serving governor and the leader of the party in the Southeast, the former governor of Enugu State, all our senators, all our members of reps, and constitutional members of them. I will not preempt what the leader of the delegation will say. I only crave indulgence for me to hand over the microphone to the leader of the delegation, Senator Godswill, the Senate Minority Whip of our party, for presentation.
A communique was raised. And the reason why we visited it today is to make a presentation of that communique that was issued at the end of the meeting. Mr. Chairman, this speech is not going to be too long, but I just want to highlight a few things. Right? Now, the Supreme Court, which is the highest court of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, brought to a closure the protracted issue surrounding the title of the National Chairman of the National Secretary of the People's Democratic Party. Mr. Chairman, following that judgment of the Supreme Court, the PDP Governors Forum also met in Oyo State on 14th of April 2025 and also passed a resolution. Mr. Chairman, you can also recall that here at the National Office on April 29th, the National Working Committee also met and adopted that resolution of the Governors Forum. And what is that resolution? The resolution is that the Southeast Zonal Committee should meet and nominate a candidate that will fill in the position of the National Secretary. Mr. Chairman, I need to remind us or make it clear that the position of the Southeast on this issue has always been to find a pathway to a lasting resolution of the threats and crises in the PDP. And also, in all intent and purpose, to ensure that this party continues to progress well. We are looking for a lasting peace so that we can perform better in upcoming and subsequent elections. Mr. Chairman, from our communique, which is on this report that I'm going to hand over to you, and in the meeting that was recently held by the Southeast Executive Committee in Enugu, the party zonal office in Enugu, we unanimously agreed and nominated the former youth leader of the party, Right Honorable S.K.E. to be our nominee for the oath position of the National Secretary of our very party, the PDP. Mr. Chairman, we're going to give you this report, and our prayer and our urge and appeal is that this party should carefully look through even other precedents that have been set in replacement of National Working Committee members of the committee of the PDP that has been done. We are not trying to set a precedent. We are not trying to do a new thing because precedent has been set. We are asking you to look at a zone who has been the bedrock and backbone of the PDP. A zone who has delivered all the National Assembly members, all governors to the PDP in the past, who is eager to redeem his past glory. We are praying that the request of this zone should not be jettisoned. Let us look at it based on the point of its merits. Let it be a stepping stone in our urge and our drive to reposition our party. We are not here to make another, but we are appealing to our conscience so that whatever decision that is taken as should be for the interest of the party and a position that is going to support us, a position that is going to lift the morale of the members of this great party towards a sustainable growth. As we have dwindled a bit in the past, but it is important that we come to a path of recovery. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I wish our party the best of luck. Thank you.
On the Senate Minority Leader and President, the Committee Chairman Southway is here acting Chairman.
We cannot petition or do anything that will destroy the leadership we have with that part of the country, our charter. And I will appeal to you to do more, because I've been reading the newspaper, what the government has been doing, improving the fortune of the party, mobilizing people to come to the party, so that we can go back to those winning days. Because I remember in 2003, that was in the House of Reps there. I think you were controlling like 4 or 5 states there. So, and I think we can, and I think you can go back to those areas. It is really possible. It is really. And the good work you are doing, thank you very much. Well, the resolution that you have presented, obviously, I'm holding forward for the chairman, and I'll brief him, and I'm quite sure this resolution will be discussed at the end of NWC during our next meeting. We will decide on the way forward, and that decision will be forwarded to the NEC, which I'm quite sure you know is fast approach. So no problem. We will look at it. We will do justice. We will do our best. But you know, well, when we transmit it to the NEC, which I'm quite sure most of the members that were present there, some of our leaders were not here as well, who are members of NEC as well. So we can find a lasting solution jointly to it. And I know at the end of the day, we will smile. But something that, well, when I read your comic, although that was a little bit of summary, what I read here, sometimes I smile, that you consider your position with the PDP. You didn't mention it here, but I think everybody read it. Well, I know because you are not happy with the situation, and it's in anything in any political party as big as PDP. And I'm telling you, it's the only natural party, the natural habitat for most Nigerians. It's not a compulsion. It's a natural political party where everybody is free to express their opinion. So I just smile. It's not a truth I know because people are not happy. And I understand why you are not happy. But I believe that when all hands are on deck, we can find a lasting solution to this. It's like a landlord running out of his own house because the house is leaking. And where you go, you got the tenant there because it's not your house. It's not your natural house. So, although I'm guessing, and I believe what we do is to fix the problem, and I know we can do it. Together we can do it. We fix it, that is the solution. Not be the party or no reconstituted position. Because it is your home, it is your party. And the only party that belongs to the people. Yes, it doesn't belong to the people. I mean, Chief and Madam is there, they can testify. We need to as well. It is only party where you can freely express your feeling, your opinion. It's just like that in any family. So I will only appeal that we can do it, we can resolve it. And I know we will resolve it. And I know and I'm quite sure that PDP will overcome these difficult times, which is inevitable for any large political party. As I said, the resolution will be thoroughly discussed. We'll do our best. We'll do what is doable. And well, as you know, next party finance. So on behalf of my people, my colleague, and the NWC, I welcome you again. And I know that you really consider. Because, I mean, it's something that can solve it. This is not the first time. And we are facing our own problem now. And we are making use of those internal mechanisms which are ongoing as you know. We have the Committee for Reconciliation, which has just been inaugurated by the Governor's Forum. And I know they are doing what they want to do. So at the end of the day, we have the cause to smile and a party will be great again. I don't hear people say,